So far in my foray into the centre of what's called NASCAR country, I've seen some brightly coloured cars on an oval track, explored the impossibly clean workshop of a major race team, and tried very hard to figure out why fans are so remarkably passionate about this sport. I haven't yet reached a conclusion on that one. But what I haven't done is slip behind the wheel to discover what motor racing feels like from the inside. After attending a David Reagan autograph signing, he's the man-child behind the table, I issued a challenge to see if being a driver meant more than looking good in a sponsor's shirt. Okay, so these things aren't actual race cars. They're something called go-karts. But I can confirm they still go fast and offer a world-class journalist the chance to show an aspiring champion how real driving is done. I jumped to an early lead, and for a while I was poised to thrash a professional at his own game.
He's bumping me!
As the laps wound down, the fierce battle heated up. Reagan clearly began worrying about his future, and I began dreaming of burnt rubber, engine oil, and scantily clad women handing me expensive-looking trophies in front of adoring fans who wanted me to sign their wooden legs, bumper bars, and grandmothers.
Come back!
But alas, with one lap to go, David Reagan must have cheated in some way because he got around me. I didn't need this week's wages anyway. After my near success on the go-kart track, I nearly had Reagan at turn 4, it became obvious that the next step in my truth quest would be driving in a real race. Unfortunately, nobody seems willing to let me drive in one of the events this weekend. Something to do with training, experience, and lack of talent. In fact, my repeated requests have resulted only in this piece of paper, which Americans refer to as a restraining order. But never fear, I found a race that will let me enter in Wichita, Kansas, and I'm told that that track leaves this place in the dirt. So, let's go racing! The 81 Speedway in Wichita, Kansas turned out to be a little, well, smaller than the Charlotte Stadium, and the only thing it leaves in the dirt is the track, which actually is dirt. Didn't matter. They'd graciously offered to let this worldly reporter drive a real car in a real race with very little training, practice or skill. The American spirit of adventure is alive and well in Kansas. My full immersion into the dusty and quite possibly death-defying world of stock car racing will be completed next.